Hi everyone, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new. Today we have a get ready with me and I'm so excited to be sharing so much news with you guys. It's been quite a while since I've seen you guys in real time, and I think the last video that I filmed was the last video in real time was actually my what I got for Christmas video. So everything else was, like, of course, pre-filmed. Like, I had old vlogs, and I do have one more vlog. I don't know if you guys would want to see that, but it's at the house, and I don't know, I just kind of felt like I didn't really want to upload it because I want to get started on, like, apartment ideas and everything, and, like, how I'm going to decorate my place and just share with you guys everything because I think it's all super exciting. Okay, so I'm just using the Smashbox Oil Shine and Control primer, and then I'm also using the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. So that's just my combo for today, but I want to go ahead and get started with the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So when I planned on moving, I actually planned on moving in November. I've been like on and off about like moving, whether I wanted my own space, whether I wanted to stay at the house. So it was just kind of like what would be best for me and for my work. And I really just wanted to have my own space to be able to create content whenever I wanted, to be able to film whenever I wanted, because when you are sharing a space with someone and you don't have like a studio or anything, and the Ipsy studios are closed, so that was not an option either. It was really difficult for me to film and to have that space and that time to just dedicate to filming without bothering someone else. So I really wanted to just have that, and I wanted to be comfortable in my own home. So I did decide to move, and like I said, I have been planning on this for quite some time. Like in the past year, you guys have been seeing me like kind of hint at it and say like, oh, when I get my own place, or when I move out and things like that. So I have been kind of like thinking about it and wanting to do it for a while, but I think it was just taking this step and the initiative to go ahead and start. Like, I think that's what really ultimately was the deciding factor, because I think 2020 really showed us that life is so short, and if you don't go out there and get what you want and hustle as hard as you can, then you're not going to make it. It's like survival of the fittest. You know, you really have to build yourself, and you have to build your brand, and you have to be dedicated to your work and what you do. And I felt like the only way for me to do that was to have my own space, to be able to create my content and to be able to just live freely, I guess. So I'm really happy about it, and I did put it in my goals for 2020. Actually, I have it in my agenda. I have not touched my agenda in a while, but in November, I had said on my other Instagram that like I was really looking forward to getting a studio. Originally, I planned on moving to Koreatown, but there weren't any apartments that I really loved there. So then I decided to be more open to downtown LA, and so that's where I am currently residing. So I'm really happy about it, and I just love my space, you guys. Like, I'm so obsessed with it. So yeah, I had planned on, in November, I said within 2 to 3 months, like I would be moving, and I was really nervous about it because, like I said, moving out on your own is really scary, especially if you've been living with someone for quite some time. I'm just letting this dry so I can do a little bit more buildable coverage, but it is really scary. But I felt like, you know, when it's time, it's time. So is my lens dirty? Okay, so yeah, I had planned on moving in March, actually, even though in November I said like 2 to 3 months, but I originally planned on doing it in March, but I figured new year, new start. So I thought that was the best choice, and it was just like, I think because I'm a Virgo, I was able to get everything done super fast, but I don't think that anyone else would have been able to do it as fast as I did, unless you were in a situation where like you immediately like needed to move out. But for me, I felt like I was really determined, and I was really just excited to have my own space, and it was something that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. So that's why it all happened so fast. So I actually looked at an apartment the week before I decided to move out, and I looked at it when I came back from my family's house. That's when I started actually searching for places, and during Christmas. So I started looking for apartments then, and I found one, and I loved it, and one of my girlfriends and I were going to move to the same building, and we were super excited, but then a hiccup happened. And I mean, sometimes that just happens, you know, you can't really control it, and whether or not you want to, I think that's just kind of the universe telling you something. So I feel like there was a reason for that, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to look at other units, and if I don't see something else that I love, then I'll just go back to the original one that I had planned on looking at. So because of that, I just kept looking and looking, and mind you guys, I have always had roommates, I've always had people that I lived with, so I didn't have any renter's credit, which was actually really stressful because or like renter's history, because I mean, people are scared to rent to you, you know. But okay, so anyway, I ended up looking at my apartment on a Friday. I just could not get over the view. Like, the view was just impeccable. Like, the view was amazing, and it was so beautiful, and it was just something that I was like, can I wake up to this every morning and be motivated and have the drive to want to work even more? Yes, of course. So I thought about it over the weekend. I went to put in my application for my lease on a Monday, and then I got approved on Tuesday, and then I signed my lease on, they did the lease and everything on a Tuesday, and then I think there was like a hiccup on it because Luna is a service animal, so she does live here for free, so quote unquote free, but I don't have to pay pet insurance for that. So Luna does have like a registration with that, so because of that I was able to have that fee knocked out, and then after that I decided to put in my lease, and then originally I was going to move in on a Friday, but I'll tell you guys about that later. So I moved my move-in date to a Thursday. So after that Wednesday, I'm sorry if you guys can hear the sirens downtown LA. I'm sure everyone has complained about it. I don't mind it too much because it only lasts for a little bit. But so I signed my lease on the Tuesday. I changed my move-in date to that Thursday, and then Wednesday I got the rental SUV, and I also went to Home Depot to go get some boxes. And from there I just started packing. I packed everything super fast. It took me like less than an hour because you guys know I don't have any furniture. I don't have any big items that I had to bring with me. So it was essentially just like a lot of my stuff and then everything of Luna's. So I packed everything, and in less than a day, actually I think like a day and a half. And so just because I was taking my time. So then on Thursday was my actual move-in date, but because of Luna and because I still had things that I had to pack, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take whatever I can on that Thursday. And then I spent one more night at the house, and then from there I brought Luna just so she wouldn't be in like the chaos of me having to move everything upstairs and downstairs because I felt like that was just too much for her. And then yeah, so that was that. So my move-in, everything was just like a week. Like I was in here within a week. So I was really happy about that because I love my apartment, and like the first day was actually super lonely because I was with Luna. I didn't have a mattress. I didn't even have an air mattress. I slept on the floor, and I think the first day when you're in an apartment, it's just kind of like, damn, like it's crazy. And that was it. And so I was actually really excited about it. For the money amount, I actually needed to put a full month of rent for a deposit because it was my first time getting my apartment by myself. So I had to do that. And then I also gave them just the deposit that was required generally for the apartment, which I don't mind it because I do plan on like mounting stuff, and if that doesn't have to come out of my pocket later, then I really don't care. So I was like open to it, and I was just like, okay, whatever, like, you know, whatever I have to do, I have to do. So I just really loved my apartment that much. And then I also needed to pay the prorate for the duration that I was going to be living for like the rest of January. So I did that as well. So those were my fees, my initial like fees in the beginning. And then after that, the documents needed, they either need a month of pay stubs, or you can provide 6 months of banking statements, and you do have to make at least 3 times the rent. So my apartment, I opted for pay stubs, so that's what I did. And then yeah, I had no furniture or anything. Like it was actually super crazy. I was so depressed the first like few days, but I think after I got my air mattress, I was like super happy, and I was just like, okay, I gotta get used to this. And then a few days later I got my actual mattress, and then my platform like for my bed and everything. Like I was just like happy like as soon as everything started rolling in, because that's when like you really feel like it's your place, when like you're getting things that you love, when you feel like it's starting to show your personality. I think that's when it's like really fun. So Luna is adjusting pretty well. I guess that's something that I wanted to talk about. Luna is adjusting pretty well. The first week was also really hard for her because she was crying, and she didn't really like, of course she didn't know where we were. But I figured, you know, when she goes with the cat sitter, it's like different as well. It's a different environment. Or like if I took her to my family's house. So I figured she would just adjust after a few days, and now she's fine and she sleeps comfortably. I want to get her a stroller just so I can walk her around the facility, around like my building, because we have so many amenities and it's amazing. Like we have a really beautiful courtyard, and I really love it, and I'm just like so happy with all the space that we have. The one thing that I will say that I don't like is elevators. I really hate being in elevators with other people, especially when they don't wear their mask, when they feel like they can do whatever. That's like the thing that really pisses me off. Yeah, my elevator, I just close the door on people. Like I really don't care. Yeah, I just do that because I really hate when people don't follow the rules, especially like COVID precautions and stuff. Like what the fuck? Like we're still in a pandemic. Like why do you not have a mask on? It just like really pisses me off, because I also saw something like if I get COVID and if Luna gets COVID, it's gonna cost a lot for Luna's medication and stuff. But good thing I have insurance for her, because that's like super important, and something that I really needed, because I was really frightened about, you know, what could happen to her if we're in like a high rise. And yeah, I forgot to mention I do live in a high rise. So my thing was, do I want to live in a high rise with views and pay more, or do I want to live in a cheaper place where I only have 2 windows? It was going to be a lot cheaper, and I was just like, I don't know if I would feel motivated living in a tiny apartment and not having all of the amenities that I do have, and like the packages and everything. Like, I just love how everything is. I just love the way that they take care of everything and the way that the building runs. So I feel like that alone in itself, like I'm paying a lot for that, for all the services, for concierge and stuff, and I just really love it. And I'm gonna actually blow this out. I don't think it makes a difference in the video, right? It's like, I know I put studio or living room. For my apartment, it's just me and Luna, and every so often I will entertain. So I was thinking, like, I do have my bedroom behind this wall. For my apartment, I just have one wall dividing the bedroom and the living room, I guess you can say, but it's not like an actual like one bedroom. They call it like a quote unquote like half bedroom or something like that. I don't know the name of it, but I don't really like have a door or anything, which I didn't really need. I was looking at the one bedroom as well, but I didn't have a patio for that one, and I also didn't, I had like a little bit of a view, like little tiny views. So I opted for my apartment, and because it's just me and Luna, and if I do entertain, I'm thinking of just getting like a 2-seater, like 2 seats, like from CB2. That's like the one thing that I've been eyeing for a really long time. So I really want that, but I don't know. I did get quite a few housewarming gifts, which I was really grateful for, like my pots and pans, because those were super expensive. And also, what else did I get? My white Nespresso machine and NutriBullet. I was just like super happy to have that. And yeah, I mean, it hasn't been easy. I think like the first week when I moved in by myself, it was like the hardest because I was by myself with Luna, and I don't know, it's just kind of lonely. Like when you've been living with someone for 4 years and then you're not living with them, or like you're sleeping with yourself, like by yourself, it's just like so different. But sorry you guys, but I did my makeup, the rest of my makeup off camera, because my friend did call me, so she wanted to vent a little bit, so I was like, okay, I'll take the call. Yeah, of course I stopped recording as soon as she called, so I didn't get any other footage, but it's just like I did my makeup the same like how I normally do, with my bronzer, my Estee Lauder bronzer, with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and everything. But okay, so my apartment is pretty pricey, which like I kind of like, oh my god, like I can't believe I'm paying this much for rent, but I really love it. And I think one of the things that I really paid attention to was security, how much security was outside of the building, the area, kind of like whether it was safe or not, or how I felt personally in the area, and also some of the amenities that I had to take into consideration while looking at my apartment, because you guys know downtown LA is filled with so many apartments, so many buildings and everything, and it was so difficult to like find the one. But I feel like okay, sorry for touching my hair so much, but I have like static in it and it really pisses me off. But I think while I was looking for my apartment, it was actually really difficult, because of course you think like once you look at one, you're like, oh my god, I'm in love with this one, but then when you look at another one, you're like, oh my god, I love this one. But I do really like my apartment, and I'm just so happy. Like I love the service, I love the concierge, I love the amenities, the pool and everything. And it's not like one of those like dingy, like, you know, motel looking pools. It's actually a really nice pool, and I love the dog park and the rooftop. Luna has actually gone to the rooftop a few times and she does like it, but I have to make sure that there's like no dogs or anything up there when she's there, because of course she gets like freaked out. So yeah, it did take a week for me to be in my own place, which is actually fairly quickly. And you guys, I just want to mention that I did not have any help. Like nobody helped me move in. When I'm going to dinner to have like a 12-course like omasake sushi, and I'm so excited for it. Like it's gonna be so good, so I can't wait. But I have that later, that's why I got ready and everything. I also wanted to note, you guys, that I did do everything all by myself. I moved my boxes by myself. I moved into my place by myself. Kyrie did help me a lot. Like she actually came with me to tour my apartment when I looked at it, and we also toured other apartments together. And I'm just so grateful for her, because like I had her like throughout the whole way, except for like moving day and everything, just because it was like something that I felt like I wanted to do by myself, because it was just so surreal that I was having my own space and everything. So I was really excited, but I was also a little bit terrified, because you never know. I mean, any kind of change that you go through is really difficult. I did want to just kind of take in the emotions, and it was just like a roller coaster, like of how I was feeling basically. Like I was really happy, but then I was also really sad to be leaving the west side and the beach. And also I wanted to talk about safety. I don't feel 100% safe, to be completely honest. I think that living in downtown LA, you never know who you're going to come across, you never know who you're going to see on what day, and I think a lot of the areas are generally pretty safe because there are people on the street and stuff, but I don't feel comfortable dressing the way that I did and flaunting all my stuff and looking put together. It does make me a little bit uncomfortable stepping outside of my building, and I really didn't want to feel like that. I really wanted to live on the west side, but my budget my budget for my apartment for apartment hunting started at $12.50, and then I kept going up and up and up because I looked at the amenities, I looked at the things that I was going to get on top of it, and so I think it went from $12.50 to $1,400, $1,600, $18, $20, $22, $25. So I kept having to push my budget the amount that I wanted to pay for my apartment because of I had to take into consideration of my safety, basically. But I do love my building, and I do think that if I toured more places, I probably wouldn't be living where I live, but I also wouldn't have the view that I have. So there were just some things that I would have to give up in order to stay in I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, it's really difficult. There were just a few things that I would have to give up to live somewhere else, or give something up there to live where I'm living now. But like I said, I am very happy, and I feel really grateful, and I feel so blessed that I can even have my apartment and my view. My view is incredible. At night, I see all the buildings, everything's lit up. It's like a dream. It's a dream. I never thought that this was attainable for me. And I think that when you work really hard and you save your money, I've been saving for about a year to have my place, so I had enough money and everything to pay for it and to move in and to get all my stuff. Granted, there are some pricey items that I do want that I am saving for because I still want to have my savings. I still want to make sure that I have money for rent backed up, and not backed up, but saved up, because my goal is to have at least 6 months worth of my bills, my rent, everything, and then after that I can start spending. So right now I'm really focused on saving and saving and saving. So if I get any bags, any luxury, anything, they are gifted, because I do not plan on buying anything myself, although I do have to replace my key holder, so I don't know if I'm gonna get the same one or if I'm gonna get something else similar. But that's the only thing that is really on my list. So it's just really hard because Valentine's Day I want furniture, but then I also want a bag. So I don't know, it's really hard. But I feel so weird with my straight hair. I feel it looks I don't know, a little strange. I should have curled it today, I feel And I also realized that I did not clean the leaves off on my tree. So yeah, that was what I wanted to talk about. And then also safety, like I said, I don't feel I can walk out of my, okay, so back on the topic of safety, I really don't feel I can walk out of my building and dress the way that I dress unless I'm going directly into a car and it's gonna take me somewhere. But I don't feel I can walk down the street, because essentially when I'm dressing the way that I dress, I don't walk a lot. I don't have to walk a few blocks to go somewhere. I usually just get dressed, hop in a car, and then I just go wherever I need to go. So I do still dress up to leave the house, if I'm, not going around downtown. But if I'm just going around and running my errands, to USPS, or if I'm going to UPS, or if I'm going to a quick run to Whole Foods or something, or to Quench for juices, I really don't dress up. I honestly, you guys, I started wearing leggings, and I don't know how I feel about it. I really feel like a bum. I feel I don't like dressing like that, and so I need to find a pant alternative, or I don't know, I just I really don't like wearing leggings. So on the days where I wear leggings, I really don't feel like vlogging, because I feel like shit. I feel like leggings are I don't know, you should just wear those to work out. So it's a dilemma that I've come across, and it's really hard to not do it, because I don't want to dress up in downtown LA if I'm just going around and doing stuff, which now I understand, but I still don't want to do that. I need to find an alternative pant. Yeah, I guess I feel safe during the day. During the day I just walk wherever, I do whatever, but I never really leave my house, my apartment. If someone's gonna be oh my god, it's not a house. I don't leave my apartment after 6 or 7 unless I get in a car and take an Uber to my friend's house. 2 of my girlfriends live really close to me, so I will just get a driver and get dropped off at their house, because I don't even want to walk that much even at night. So yeah, I'm really so happy that I have my friends close by for support, and I just love them so much, and I'm so grateful to have I don't know, I just feel so happy. I feel I don't know, even though I haven't filmed or I haven't vlogged or anything, I will post some vlogs for you guys after this. Like I said, I probably won't film the one that I had at the house, because I feel it's weird if I put this video out and then you guys will see a vlog from the house. I don't know, I just think it's kind of weird. So I do plan on uploading a vlog after this, so I hope that you guys are looking forward to that. If there are any video requests that you guys have, you guys can leave them in the comments down below and just let me know. But I really tried my best to cover everything in this video. It was really hard to remember everything, like I said, like, because I feel like I touched on all the topics that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, apartment hunting. I did tour a few places. Some of them were only virtual tours. There was an apartment that I really wanted to look at, but I needed to schedule an in-person tour like 24 hours before, and by then I had already decided on my apartment, so I was like, you know what, like whatever. It was very time sensitive for me to like move. So I really wanted to like get my own place, and just like, I feel like if I didn't move as fast as I did, I would have probably still been stagnant like in my business. I feel like a lot of you guys were so tired of seeing the same thing, and I was honestly like getting tired of it too, because like, one, we can't travel, and I was just kind of doing the same things. It got a bit redundant. So I'm really happy that I'm in a new space. I feel more motivated. I feel really inspired as well. So I think that that's also a good thing. So yeah, and then I covered the amount that it costed. You guys, I spent $15,000 this month. I'm not even joking. Like, I really wish I was. And I actually used a lot of cash as well. So that's not even counting the cash. That's just what my bank registered. $15,000 that I spent. And I feel like, where did all the money go? I really don't know what I spent it on. Like Luna stuff was only like, what, $300? My bed, my desk, like, I don't know where that money went. I'm so confused. But anyway, I mean, I guess like I do know. Well, okay, so 5,000 of that was like basically to the apartment rent itself. So let's say I spent 10,000 plus my cash. I don't know what I spent that on. I really don't. I think Postmates, Uber Eats. I haven't cooked in a while, so I've just been eating out all the time. Oh, internet service and stuff, I guess. My lost keys. I really don't know, you guys. Like, household essential items. I definitely want to get into like my bedding, because my bedding is what I invested a lot of money on. Oh my god, bedding. So I do want to talk to you guys about like my bedding, my furniture, but I just want to make sure that everything is how I want it to be, because you guys will see in the vlogs after this like what I ended up getting and how it looks right now in present time. Actually, I want to show you guys like from the beginning, like the mattress, me packing. It was crazy. Like, it was just crazy like how fast I did everything. Okay, so let's talk about vibes for the apartment. Rustic, modern. Me. That's my vibe for my place. So I've been doing like CB2, Santa Monica proper hotel, because I'm gonna be there a lot. Like, I love that place, and if I could just go there for lunch or like just to go hang out, like, I want to go. And I love the West Side. You guys know, like, the West Side is my favorite side. Like I said, I didn't even finish talking about this. I'm like jumping all over the place, but I did consider living on the West Side, but all of the buildings were like really old. Brentwood was pretty old. They had no modern apartments, and they were like $3,000 or $2,500 with, it was just your apartment. You had no amenities, no pool, no nothing, no security, but you're on the West Side, so you're practically safe. And that I found was really hard, because I didn't see the wisdom in spending that much, and then also still having to get Ubers to Uber everywhere and to go get food. I mean, I guess Uber Eats and Postmates might be a little bit better, because that's more like outside than where the house is, and like there are more places that you can get for food. But I don't know, I think at the end of the day, I think that I made the best decision for myself, and I think that I'm very happy, because I'm not too far from anything. Like, I'm not too far from Orange County, I'm not too far from Long Beach. I can go to Malibu whenever I want, I can go to the West Side whenever I want, like Santa Monica and stuff. And you know, I love my location. And I even walked to work like 3 days ago. I went to Phil's Coffee, and I took a photo of it, and someone was like, oh my god, you're so close to my workplace. And I was like, dude, I literally just went into my office. So yeah, it was really funny. Yeah, I just like, I don't know, you guys, it's like a new chapter, and I feel so grateful, and I'm so happy. But like, obviously I will show you guys like the ups and downs of like getting furniture, like when you get something and it's not what you expected it to be. That's my Neo Noe, by the way. I feel like a lot of people ask me about this, because someone thought I didn't have it anymore, but she's still here. She's super cute. So we just put her here because she doesn't have any paqueta on it. So I didn't want to put something that would like fade in the sun. That's why I have her there. Did I even tell you guys why I'm drinking coffee so late? Because, so I have my dinner later today, and then I want to edit this video and like have it up for you guys probably tonight. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so nervous. Like, I was so nervous to talk about it on Instagram, and everyone was like, wait, you moved? Like, I feel like any change is scary, but I mean, it's how you deal with the change and how you like make yourself a little bit better with it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that this gave you guys a little bit of insight as to why I was away for so long. And like I said, my move, I did do it solo, completely solo. Kyrie did help me when we were looking at apartments, of course, and she was always here for moral support. Like, I called her all the time, and I was like, she was always there for me. She always answered all of my phone calls. I always went over to her place. So I'm so grateful for her, Kyrie. I love you so much, and thank you so much for being there for me throughout this whole crazy journey. I'm so grateful that we're able to live so close to each other, and I'm just so grateful for you as a friend. Yeah, like I didn't have anyone to help. My grandpa was still in the hospital, and he did get released actually, but I don't think that it's, I don't know, I don't really want to talk about that because I literally have to like prep myself for that, but it's like hard. So yeah, please keep him in your prayers, like every single day, every single night, every single morning. I really, really need it. And there was also like a lot going on with like family stuff as well, so that was also very stressful for me. Yeah, like I returned the car like a few days later. I unpacked all my stuff. It was really hard in the beginning, not gonna lie, very hard, but I'm okay now, and I'm so happy. Like, I feel like you guys would definitely see that in the vlogs, like by the way that I, you know, like my demeanor and stuff and how I'm acting, and I just want to be real with you guys and like show you guys everything. And as far as my apartment, I did say rustic modern. I do plan on getting more trees because I want more trees in it. I want more plants, I want more green, fresh air in the house. And I know it's not a house, okay, it's an apartment, but it's my house. I am looking to do, like I said, Santa Monica proper, not a lot of white. White makes me gag so much. Like, white is just like how can you have an all white apartment that just like shows no character? Like, where is the personality in the room? Like, I don't know, I just don't see it. I don't see it, and I can't get with that. So although I love the color white and I love wearing the color white, I just could not do my apartment all white. Like, I just couldn't do that, and I would have been like devastated if I had to. I really want it to be like really earth tones, a lot of different patterns. I don't want like plain white rugs or white shams, a white desk. Like, I did get a white desk, and I'm actually gonna like paint it a different color because I ended up not liking it. And I have like a few DIY projects that I want to do, so can't wait to show you guys everything. But thank you guys so much for watching. Anyway, I feel like this video is so long, but I just wanted to catch you guys up on everything. Yeah, there are still a few like basic things that I need. Like, I need a Dyson, I need a printer, just things like that. My office chair, I think I want one from CB2, so that's what I'm looking at. And I don't know, I just like don't want to buy things like just to buy things. Like, I don't want to buy things just like fill up the space, you know? Like, I want to buy things that I actually love, things that I have my eye on. And yeah, so right now the living room is just my workout area. So I have my Peloton right here to my right. I'm sitting on my yoga mat, which is from Amazon, and it's like pretty thick. It's like a nice thickness. So I just have been using this as like my workout area for now. It's not going to be permanent, of course. Once I get all of my furniture and once I figure out what I want to do with the space, I definitely will keep you guys updated, of course, on my vlogs. And I can't wait to show you guys. I definitely want a leather couch, or I'm thinking like 2 leather seats instead of just like a full couch. So anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. I don't want to talk too much because my battery's dying and I don't feel like changing it. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I love you so much, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram for any real life updates. So yeah, bye, love you guys.